Hey guys, and welcome to an Aspie's point of view where I give you my opinion on stuff. So today I want to talk to you all about the Affordable Health Care Act and what it means to me personally to have it have even the possibility of no longer existing. I obviously have Asperger's. That's what the channel is about. But in addition to that, I actually have several other healthcare issues and concerns that I've had since I was a very little girl. My father and I both share a disease called polycystic kidney disease. I also have Crohn's disease, chronic migraines, and several other things that are related to my Asperger's that require medications. And for me, what the Affordable Health Care Act being taken away means is that someone who has pre-existing conditions, will have trouble getting health care. Right now, I'm with a company that I feel like I'm going to be with for a very long time. But what if that changes? Will I be denied health care because I already have these pre-existing conditions and the insurance companies don't want to pay to take care of me? Is that a possibility? And if so, how could anyone stop it? That scares me. What also scares me is the ability for healthcare to be denied to people who are terminally ill. If somebody has cancer, they could die awaiting treatment, and to me, that's tantamount to murder. The government is saying that nobody has to pay the bills or help pay the bills for someone who is dying. And if they can't get into a hospital, if they can't get to a doctor, if they can't get their treatment, they will die. And it's just a horrible thing to think about. I've been very lucky. My dad, this year alone, had a kidney transplant, he had a hip replacement, and he underwent chemotherapy. And with all of that, our insurance took care of him as best it could. Sure, it cost my parents some money, but not nearly the amount that it would have cost if we didn't have insurance. And the fact that the insurance was readily available, even though it was a pre-existing condition that my dad had already had, was so important. Now for me, the other thing that made the Affordable Care Act so important was the ability for a child to stay on their parents' insurance until they turn 26. I was on my parents' insurance until September 1st of this year. The reason? I didn't have a job where I could pay for my own insurance. I had a full-time job, but I wasn't bringing in enough money, and it was easier for my parents to keep me on their insurance. And I'll tell you a little secret. My parents are amazing. They help me out. They put money in my account to help offset the costs of health insurance. But not everybody's parents can do that, and not everybody's parents will do that. It's something that, particularly for someone like me with Asperger's or with a different type of disability, it is so important for those people who may develop a little later, who may branch out on their own a little bit later in life, to have that cushion to be able to stay on their parents' health insurance until they turn 26. It is so important to me, and that's why it kills me to see this act even being in question of being gotten rid of. And I hope with all of my heart that the Senate comes to their senses and stops this act from being repealed. It's so much more than just health care for women's health. It is so much more than birth control pills and gynecological visits. And honestly, I'll be honest, I appreciate the fact that I can get a birth control pill for free. That's great. But the reason that I'm so upset by this is because I'm afraid that it's going to end up with people dying. So that's my point of view. I would not be where I am without the Affordable Health Care Act. I don't think my family would have been where they are without the Affordable Health Care Act. And I feel like if it is taken away, particularly right now when there is no law or policy to replace it, I feel like it's going to spell disaster. And I sincerely hope that that doesn't happen. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.